Amid the majestic mountain ranges of mainland China, where mist shrouds perilous peaks, there exists a training discipline not meant for the faint-hearted. This place is regarded as the sacred ground of authentic Kung Fu, where practitioners are forced to confront the harshest challenges on earth, not only physical trials, but also the forging of an iron will. In the common Western perception, strength is often measured by the size of one's muscles, or the ability to lift enormously heavy weights. However, this journey is not about finding the strongest man by such purely physical standards, but about redefining what strength truly means. Inside the training grounds, sharp commands echo relentlessly, pushing individuals beyond their own perceived limits. Here, a fundamental question is raised. Is true strength the exhibition of a massive physique, or the absolute control of one's body and mind? In the world of traditional Kung Fu, there is no concept of gentle warm-ups or convenient excuses. Only two states exist: physical pain and complete mental focus. This is the very foundation for entering a realm where limits are meant to be shattered. On the central Chinese plateau, where harsh terrain shapes human character, the search for answers leads to an encounter with an extraordinary figure. In the final test of skill and determination, observers witness one of the most dangerous and complex Kung Fu techniques, monkey fist. To truly understand this art, there is no alternative but to train directly with the top Kung Fu master in China. That man is Master Yanha, a name that carries immense authority and respect within the martial arts world. His reputation does not stem from flashy media exposure, but from real combat ability and moral integrity. In martial tradition, interactions between master and seeker unfold in silence and solemnity. Acceptance is not expressed through elaborate rituals, but through concise, direct affirmations reflecting the Shaolin spirit of supreme skill beyond words. Though brief, such consent carries the weight of lineage, formally erasing the boundary between outsider and disciple and opening the path into the profound world of classical martial arts. The training takes place at the largest Kung Fu school in the world. The term school here far exceeds the idea of enclosed classrooms. Nature itself becomes the classroom, winding mountain paths serving as running tracks. Running across mountainous terrain is not merely physical exercise. It represents the essence of true Kung Fu. The interaction between human beings and unforgiving landscapes creates harmony where endurance is forged not by gym machines, but by sunlight, wind, and steep slopes. At the core of this martial land stands Shaolin Temple, the cradle or heart of Kung Fu. Surrounded by layers of mountains, this ancient temple witnesses thousands of students training daily. The scale of education here is staggering, with dozens of satellite academies and thousands of students ranging from children to young adults gathered from all across China. Notably, most martial arts instructors in this region were trained or graduated directly from Shaolin. The name Shaolin itself carries poetic symbolism. It originates from Mount Shaoxi, one of the surrounding peaks, and means the temple in the forest of Mount Shao. The name evokes tranquility, seclusion, and harmony with nature, core principles of Zen Buddhism. One often misunderstood aspect of physical strength is nutrition. At Shaolin, before entering intense training sessions, monks maintain a simple, frugal lifestyle. What surprises Western observers most is the complete absence of meat in their diet. As ordained monks, they strictly follow a vegetarian regimen. Meals primarily consist of rice and tofu. Most instructors adhere to this same diet. A philosophical question arises: how can the body endure extreme training on what appears to be minimal energy intake? The answer lies in adaptation and the belief in pure energy, where rice and tofu are considered sufficient and wholesome sources to sustain resilience. Entering Shaolin Temple is like stepping into a historical current stretching beyond a millennium and a half. With over 1,500 years of existence, it is recognized as the birthplace of Kung Fu. All great masters, custodians of martial essence, spent time training in this sacred place. The marks of time and ascetic practice are etched into the surroundings. Legends intertwine with reality through stories of monks training by striking tree trunks with their fingers. While trees may be replaced over time, the act symbolizes extraordinary perseverance, leaving indelible physical traces. In a modern society obsessed with speed, the path to becoming a Shaolin master serves as a reminder of the value of time. When asked about enrollment and joining this tradition, the answer always comes with a prerequisite: many years of training. To reach the level of a master like Yanha, the unit of measurement is not months or years, but thousands of days. The philosophy is simple, yet unforgiving practice creates perfection. There are no shortcuts to bodily awareness and martial mastery. When defining Kung Fu, practitioners avoid grandiose descriptions of combat. Instead, they emphasize three philosophical pillars: discipline, patience, and perseverance. The image of the Kung Fu boy is not merely a title, but a symbol of painful growth. Holes in the ground and calluses on the body serve as living proof of relentless training, the physical price paid for spiritual elevation. Strength at Shaolin does not remain theoretical. Training happens every day, a phrase repeated like a mantra. The result is immense power capable of cracking the ground beneath one's feet. This is not magic, but physics, the concentration of force, and the hardened bones and joints forged through time. Looking back, Kung Fu is one of the oldest martial arts on Earth. Emerging over 1,500 years ago, it was not initially designed for offense, but developed from monks' need for physical strength to defend themselves and remain alert during prolonged meditation. Over time, these primitive methods evolved into a complete and sophisticated system, blending biomechanics, breath control, known as Qigong, and mental discipline. This system mirrors the power and fluidity of nature through animal forms such as the tiger for strength, the dragon for spirit, the snake for energy, the crane for balance, and the monkey for agility. Thus, Kung Fu became a holistic symbol of strength, balance, and self-mastery. In the 20th century, Kung Fu transcended Chinese borders to become a shared human heritage thanks to one legendary figure, Bruce Lee. He introduced Kung Fu to the Western world and forever transformed global perceptions of martial arts through Hollywood cinema. Bruce Lee elevated Chinese martial arts into a global phenomenon. Under his influence, the West began to view Kung Fu not merely as fighting, but as a triad of spirituality, philosophy, and physical discipline. This sparked the worldwide spread of Kung Fu schools across Asia, Europe, the Americas, and the Middle East. Millions now practice it not only for self-defense, but as a way of cultivating both body and mind. Can an ordinary person overcome their own limits? At this ancient school where students live and train relentlessly from childhood, even a brief day-long experience reveals the heavy weight of tradition. The contrast between a passing visitor and those who dedicate their entire lives to martial arts highlights the severity of this path. The fundamental difference between Kung Fu and Western sports lies in body philosophy. While weight training focuses on enlarging muscles, Kung Fu aims to build a unified system of body, mind, and nervous system. Kung Fu strength does not come from visible muscle size, but from tendon resilience and neural sharpness. For this reason, many view Kung Fu as a way of life rather than mere combat. Observing daily practice reveals the extraordinary transformation of the human body over time. As the Shaolin journey concludes, the greatest lesson is not about punches or spectacular techniques. In a modern world filled with noise and distraction, Kung Fu stands as a powerful reminder. True strength does not reside in the physical body, but in the ability to control oneself. Observation and experience here lead to a profound realization. Humanity's greatest victory is not defeating an external enemy, but conquering one's own ego first.